Kira, I think you and I will be working much more closely from now on. Hi there. We're back with another toy action figure overview. This time we'll be looking at another Star Wars figure, this being a Star Wars Black Series #2 Darth Maul. Still in mint condition in package. Supposedly, it was the second figure released in the Black Series. I'm not sure about this, but this was the first edition of Darth Maul, to be released for the Black Series line. That is in the 6-inch scale. This is the version, the cloaked version, which includes the accessories as seen in the package. It's not the latest one, which is a shirtless version, which has that like a open gridded tooth expression or a smile. And basically, I think it comes with a cloak, or it's probably shirtless and just has like a shawl. That's about it. But okay, let's just get looking at the this figure right now. Yes, still in package. It is this is #2. Darth Maul's likeness is seen in Star Wars Episode 1 and the Clone Wars series, as well as the Star Wars Rebels series. Pretty much in true likeness to it. We can start looking at his face. Very well detailed. In terms of the tattooing, pretty accurate. The red is right hue, dead on. His eye, there's pretty good detail in terms of the pupils. The eyes are very well detailed, well painted. And yes, this as you can see is still in cloak. And the cloak, by the way, is removable, which is a cool thing to the figure. So you can get him basically in all black, without the cloak. So essentially kind of like almost like two figures in one. The accessory of his head is included without cloak. You can see the horns sticking up right there. So basically just swap the heads. Take that particular head off and you can, put this one on instead. So supposedly either one, you can might be able to still wear the cloak with the head without the hood on, or you have to remove the cloak entirely so you can just put the head with the horns without the hood on. The other accessories include his pair of binoculars, which he used in Episode 1. If you remember, when he was standing on the mesa to scan the Mos Espa area. I guess it's interlinked to his comlink, which is able to summon those reconnaissance type droids from his ship. So that's what that device is. Looks pretty accurate to it in terms of those pair of binoculars. Also includes his lightsaber, double bladed. It's divided into two halves. So essentially, I guess if you want to pose it right, you can put one lightsaber in each hand and just hold them individually, or put them together and make his double bladed lightsaber. So that's what you get with that. Let's get a look at the body of the figure. There is articulation in the elbow joints. Looks to be a hinge. I'm not sure if it's a ballpoint, but yeah, it looks like a hinge. So basically, it can move in a motion of going up and down, bending up and down. There might not be too much extent to the range there, but I don't know if it's fully has a full rotation, but yeah, it can move up, bend up and down. And the wrists, hands area looks to be a ballpoint joint, which is full rotation on it. I'm not sure if there's a hinge in terms of it can bend up and down, but it looks more like just a rotation. So full motion, that aspect, which is pretty cool. The hands, that is the right hand or fist, is in a almost full clench position with a little bit of opening, not fully clenched, but you can slide his lightsaber in there, the handle, for articulation posing. And for the left wrist or hand, there is looks to be. Oh no, it actually is open. So yes, you can put his other lightsaber in there as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, essentially like him pulling two lightsabers, or just put it into his double-bladed lightsaber. The articulation on the legs, there is a hinge joint on the knees. That's probably pretty much the full extent. You can put him in a squat position, bend down to one knee. There should be articulation in the hip joints, fully rotation, able to rotate. You can probably raise the front foot up in a forward kick position or like a jumping jack side kick position on both legs, and position them however you want for a cool pose. Moving down to the feet ankle area, there is a hinge joint on both. So looks like the extent of motion is that you can raise his feet into like a calf raise position up and down. Looks to be no rotation on the, as far as articulation goes, so I think that's the extent of motion on the ankle and feet area. The boots themselves are very well detailed, nice sheen to it, glossy looking, pure black. As well as this whole outfit, nice sheen to it, cool, pretty accurate as far as to the fabric or the tailoring of his cloak as seen in episode 1. Fully covers his body. You can see the seams right there. It's pretty long. It goes past to the ankle area. And once you remove that, yeah, his whole shawl, yeah, outfits on the interior is pretty well detailed. You can see the whole belt area with the fabric, stitched fabric right there. It's pretty like interwoven mesh right there, which was, yeah, pretty accurate, really well detailed. Extension of the belt cape area, yeah. In terms of how the Sith look, you know, it's essentially like the Jedi, but you know, just, you know, we're all black, so it's the same thing. Let's look at the neck. It's hard to see from here, but looks to be all black. Yeah, essentially same tattooing scheme of Maul. Yeah, how his whole body looks. Yeah, red and black. There again, shot of his face. You can see right there. Closed mouth position. And yeah, it's stands 6 inches tall. This being still in package, yeah, it still looks pretty cool. Has a nice background to the through the beam window. You can see it looks like the interior of like the Death Star, but well, the Empire didn't exist at the time, but possibly be his ship. His ship, I guess, the whole aesthetic of like kind of the Sith, their ships and like what, how they designed their whole look and everything. So cool neon light in the background there. Contrast to package, which is, you can see the figure through the viewing window. Whole package is compact. Nice black sheen to it, very smooth. It can fit easily on any display shelf. Here is the side through viewing window. Here is the other side. There is no art or yeah, no labeling on this, but we do get on the top, yeah, it says Star Wars: The Black Series and insignia of Darth Maul right there. Going down to the bottom, yeah, recommended for ages 4 and up. You can see the serial number signed right there, produced by Hasbro. On the bottom, yes, this version is produced in China, yeah, and I believe, yeah, I did purchase this from a Chinese website called AliExpress, but I believe it's pretty much the full-fledged US figure. I don't think there's any difference. I mean, if you actually decide to remove it, I don't know if it's actually replicated from it or whatever, but if it is, it might be a little bit flimsier in the articulation, but I think this is the US version, so I don't think there's a difference. But there is a little error right here, though. the UPC code, it says it's listed as Sand Trooper, which it is. It's Darth Maul. Proof of purchase right there. So not sure about that. Again, here's the front, rotated around, and here's the back. It says figure number 2, Darth Maul. The evil Sith apprentice Darth Maul engages in a fierce lightsaber duel with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. To quote Darth Maul, "At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge." Yes. If you remember that line from this Sith fighter, who basically ends up, after being chopped in half, turning rogue and going to exile in Dathomir. Yes, if you watch the Clone Wars and follow the lore and everything. Of course, he makes an appearance in solo Star Wars stories, so we know he's still alive with mechanical legs, which stays true to the Clone Wars and whole mythos of Darth Maul, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, this is the version of seen in episode 1. So, if there's any like some like detailed changing and detailing whatever, yeah, this is pretty much the version you get. So, okay, so yeah, pretty cool. If you decide to take them out, just check if you wanted to know more about it. Check out other reviews and shows them using the lightsaber and so forth. So pretty cool figure. I recommend getting him. Stands 6 inches tall, and here's a comparison to the Knight Rider Archer from Jedi Fallen Order. That is his same species or tribe of people from the Dathomir, which I still forget their names. They called the Zabraks, I believe. That's what they are. Yeah, but I can see a difference in the terms of the individualized preference for their tattooing. Darth Maul is like a more of a kind of a darker saturation of red, pure red, whereas the Knight Brother Archer, even though not a Sith, but yeah, he is of the same, such a warrior type of people. Is a lighter color, almost like a pinkish hue to his whole tattooing skin. So that's the difference. He's being shirtless and Darth Maul being with a cloak. So just, yeah, you can take a look at both, comparing the two right there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to, it's still available right now. It's still it's actually selling pretty cheap right now as far as this version of Darth Maul, without the more sort of original one. So yeah, check it out.